I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think broke still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down now. I'm Michael Jackson, them baddest bag gon' get it. What you mean?
I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Ravens coming in at 7-6, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 12-1.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd down following the run. Shipped together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And, right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And a Garoppolo, maybe a free play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on 2nd. A dump off to Smallwood. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello with Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On 1st and 10, Jones finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Conley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And from down in Miami, an update. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Jones steps away to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Coleman now. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.